out the other side of the Channel Tunnel. Well, the trains come out the other side of the Channel Tunnel. We're sitting in the van at the moment, about to head off, I think. Yeah, I think we're going in a moment. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the French roads, I guess. You can watch us leave, you can watch us depart. Obviously, I can't touch the phone while we're moving, so I'll do it quickly while we're not. And off we go, yes! It's all good. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Realise that my camera is a little bit shaky. It's a little bit achy breaky. Woo! We're in France! Well, we were in France before, but now we're officially in France. We're driving in France. We're driving on the left? On the left? What? No, we drove on the right in France. But what was going on then? Oh my god, I'm so confused. Right. I think many of our viewers will find this process a little bit familiar. Oh my god, I cannot see a thing. The sun just absolutely blinded me. That's great. Driving on the wrong side of the road, a foreign country, and not being able to see because of the sun. What does the French say? Les soleil. Lovely. It's very industrialised Calais, which I think is quite sad. I think at one time it was probably quite a beautiful place with fields and things. Now it's a lot of concrete. A lot of concrete in Calais, unfortunately. There you go, we made it to the other side. It is 2 minutes to 8 o'clock here in France. You are with Graham and Natasha. We are currently on Operation Fetch the Pooch. We're going to get Oliver, Natasha's dog, from Adam and Ali, who have been kindly looking after little Pooch for the family, for Natasha. And we're just going past the little sign here that says France on our right. There we go. We are now in France. We already were in France, but now we're officially in France. C'est bon. C'est vrai. C'est bon. Okay, it's true and it's good. Stuck behind a couple of Brits here. Maybe confused about what side of the road to drive on. I should imagine. Oh, confused why our price of cost of living has gone up through the roof. We were told that Brexit would stop. Don't know what this guy's doing in front of me. Pick a lane, man. Pick a lane. Ring. Come on, man. What are you doing? Whoa, okay. Sorry. Right. Oh, I don't know why I'm in this lane. Google is now telling me I should be in this lane, which makes sense because the sign says Brussels, and that is the direction in which you want to head. You don't actually want to go to Brussels because that would be such a good idea. So sorry for people watching this who might be watching this on catch up, because this is our 4th live broadcast today. And that means that no notifications go out to tell you that there's a broadcast. Whoa! Okay. Trying to get my little gorilla pod here to sit nicely onto my camera. Ah, angel. Thank you. Much easier when someone else does it. Thanks, Natasha. Okay, right. We'll get on the road here. Oh, this car got out of the way. Yeah. Now it's time to leave Calais port area. head to Brussels. There we go. Okay, so it's all good. Today, if anyone was watching the news, the Metropolitan Police have concluded their investigation into the parties that happened at Downing Street. 126 fines have been given out. Let me say that again. 126 fines were given out for parties in number 10 Downing Street. Between 8 and 12 illegal gatherings in Downing Street, which makes Downing Street not only the address that violated more COVID rules, regulations that were invented in Downing Street. It not only violated more of those rules than any other address in the whole of the country, but also, as far as I'm aware, in the whole of the world. Literally, the whole of the world was better behaved than Boris Johnson. Alexander Boris Pfeffel Johnson, or scumbag, bag of syphilitic custard leader. The man is a maniac. He's a gobshite. He's a very, very, very bad person. So if there's kids watching this and they're learning new words, but yeah, sometimes in life you just gotta say it as it is. And apparently he's going to weather this storm because the only people who can dethrone him are his own MPs. And what he's done is he surrounded himself with such monumental no marks, monumental incompetence, that he knows that they're never going to get rid of him, because if he goes, they go. So they'll be voting to lose their own job. And also, getting rid of him would require a modicum of honour, which is something that the Tories just do not have. They don't have a concept of honour. They don't know what it means. They have no concept of decency. They have no concept of doing the right thing. They've got no concept of the rules applying equally to everyone. And so Boris Johnson's going to stand up in Parliament next week and correct the record. And he's going to say he inadvertently misled the House when he stood up and said there were no parties in number 10, when there was over a dozen parties in number 10. While you couldn't go to your nan's funeral or hold the hand of your child while they slipped away, they were having parties in number 10. And obviously they've got their grotesque familiars in the media to their prostitutes, as I like to call them, to say, oh, but we've got to move on, it's time to move on, we've got to move on. So we were told to wait for the Sue Gray report, which still hasn't come out. But the Tory MPs and the Tory press are always saying, oh, so we must move on. Don't you know there's a war on? Yes, he's leading the country, and all the people around him are morons, and the people who vote for him and think he's all right are morons as well. Nothing I can do about them, but there's something we can do about Boris Johnson, which is to get him out on his ear. And people say, oh, look, no, he's actually Labour's greatest weapon because you know, he's such a dick, he's turning voters off. They live in cloud cuckoo land, mate. The people who vote for Boris Johnson love him no matter what. They're like Trump voters. They love him no matter what. You could shoot someone dead on Fifth Avenue and still have all these fans who just think they're, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. Which I think is wrong. But it's the way it is. If we get rid of Boris Johnson, then they've got nothing. They don't have a personality to hide behind. All they've got is their shitty policies, the shitty economy, the bad state of everything, the spiralling cost of living, the failing NHS, the fact that British companies are going bust left, right and centre because they can't ship things to Europe. Well, never mind Europe, they can't ship things to Northern Ireland from Great Britain without a load of Brexit paperwork that needs to be done. So, yeah, just get rid of him. Just get rid. The man is a menace. He lied to Parliament, he lied to the Queen, he lied to his wives, he lied to all of his bosses, he lied to the Prime Minister when he was a minister. He lied to the country. The man is an absolute 100% cast iron scumbag, and we need to get rid of him. It's as simple as that. 126 individual cases of people in number 10 breaking the law. And one of the reasons that Boris Johnson only got one fine is, well, the main reason is because the Met is corrupt, but the second reason is because it's his home, and so the regulations, if you had a party in your house, for some reason, if someone else organised that party, you could get around it by saying, well, someone else organised it, it just happened to be in my house, so you wouldn't get a fine for the party in your house if you could prove that someone else organised it, which is what these scumbags in Parliament, in number 10, sorry, have actually done. And it's just flabbergasting, and the Metropolitan Police have refused to share any information about it, you know, because it's not in the public interest what our public officials are doing in number 10 during a time when we had onerous rules put on us. And one of these crappy MPs that they had on, you know, the gobs on a stick that they had on the radio earlier was saying, oh, but he's paid his fine, he's paid 50 quid. He's paid 50 quid. The guy's worth millions. 50 quid is nothing. It's chewing gum to him. He called £250,000, £250,000, which I think is more than I've earned in my life in total, put together thus far, and I'm 43. Okay? £250,000 is an astronomical sum to me. That's just ridiculous money. And he regards it as chicken feed. Chicken feed. So what do you think he thinks about £50? £50 is nothing to these people. And yeah, but you know, he paid his fine. He said he's sorry. He said a half-arsed apology after he lied about the fact that he was at parties. He pretended he didn't know there were parties going on, but he did. He did know there were parties going on. Absolute scumbag. Anyway, so that's been in the news today. Just wanted to get that off my chest. And if you meet anyone who still thinks that Boris Johnson is the man, is the guy for them, just check them into the nearest, I don't know, Arkham Asylum or something, because they obviously should be in a home for the criminally insane. Absolutely bonkers. Right, we are 33 kilometres from Dunkirk. We're 101 kilometres from Lille and 191 kilometres from Brussels. We are 4 hours and 18 minutes away from our destination. We'll be stopping in about 30 minutes to grab a bite to eat, which will set us on our way. And then, yeah, it's a long drive. We've got 4 hours and 17 minutes to drive, 426 kilometres to go. And I've had a little text discussion with Ali, who is Adam's wife, who's been looking after little Ollie, the dog, past 3 weeks. And I said, look, we're going to get in really, really late. It's going to be like 1 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, it's fine, just get here, there's food for you, there's a bed set up, there's 2 beds set up, and it's very important that Natasha sees Oliver tonight. So that's it. Natasha's going to spend, going to see Oliver tonight, little gorgeous little Maltese pup who was only born in December, so he's only less than 6 months old, just under 6 months old, and hopefully we'll get him back into the UK tomorrow without too much jiggery-pokery, skullduggery, what further would do. Because honestly, if they don't let us in, they don't let Oliver in, then I think there's going to be not just a strongly worded letter to my MP this time. I think I might actually lose the plot. So yeah, watch your space for that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to leave you now with a little bit of footage from the road. This is France at the moment, and I'll probably leave the camera on until we get to Belgium. We're just behind the truck at the moment, so it's not that exciting, but I'll go round the truck so you'll have more things to see. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I can't see the chat while I'm driving, so unless I stop, so generally speaking. So yeah, I will update you later on, and we'll have a little quick live cast before it gets dark, I think, and then one more when we actually reach our destination, maybe. So stay tuned. You never know when one of these might crop up. So until next time, well, I'll just show you the road. Until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix that for you. Right, sorry. Natasha needs internet. You're going to have to go. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.